Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this no makeup look, which is perfect for when you're in a rush or if you're super lazy. I'm not here to judge. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Okay guys, so this is going to be a really quick look. This is kind of for when you're running late and you need to throw on makeup real quick, but you don't want it to look like you put it on real quick. So it's gonna be like that. Or when you get home from work and you wash all your makeup off from the day and then your boyfriend says he wants to go out to dinner and you're like, all right. So I'm gonna start out with some primer. And this one is by Dr. Brandt, and this is the Pores No More. This is the Luminizer one. So I like to go with something a little more glowy when I'm doing really minimal makeup, because it just makes you look a little more put together. It gives you kind of that fresh-faced, dewy glow. And when I'm in a rush, I normally skip concealer because I don't really need it anyway. I usually just use the lavender shade to brighten up. I don't really have dark circles or anything like that because my skin's so perfect. But yeah, so I just normally go right into foundation then if I'm just doing a quick look. So the one that I'm using is by Maybelline. This is the Superstay in shade 120. So I like to use my Sigma flat Kabuki brush to layer the foundation on and kind of buff it in a little bit before I go in with my hands. So this one is the F80 brush. So this look is super quick. It takes me about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I feel like this brush just really helps get my foundation in there pretty deep. I feel like it allows me to almost fill in crevices that I can't really get with my hands right away, if that makes sense. But then I go in with my hands after just to smooth over it. I just feel like it gives it like an airbrushed feel when you finish it off with your hands. That's what he said. Now I'm gonna go in with Ben Nye's Luxury Powder in the color Rose Petal. Now I set my entire face because I have very oily skin, but if you guys have drier skin or combination skin, you can always just set it where you need it. So wherever your face creases throughout the day or wherever you tend to get oily. But I'm just like always a grease ball, so everything gets powdered. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with contouring. So I'm gonna use the True Match. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. This is, I guess C8. It doesn't even really explain it on here, and the top's missing. But this is the C8 powder. I guess it is in shade Cocoa. I'll just show you anyway. I don't know if it matters. This has to be from like at least 4 years ago. I remember I bought this after Carly Bible suggested to buy it. This was like her favorite. She used it in like every video early on. But I love this one for contouring because it just has that perfect cool tone to it that just gives you that shadow effect. So I grabbed that little brush that came with the Hoola bronzer. And I go right into the hollows of my cheeks here. Just chiseling out that chin, you know, jawline. And then I'm grabbing a small e.l.f. stippling brush. And I'm just gonna almost bronze up a little bit with that too. And go over what I just did there. Alright, I'm moving on to the forehead. I got sunburned last weekend just right here, so my forehead's a little flaky. Sorry about that. And then what I also do is I go back in with that contour shade and just go on my eyelid here. Just to give it some coloring so it's not like stark white. Now I'm gonna go in with my Luxie 182 brush, and this is from the, oh my god, what the heck? This is from the JadeyWadey 180 collection. So this is her Perfect Nose Contour brush. So this is what this looks like. Let's see it on there. Ah. So I'm gonna go back in with that contouring powder and then use the smaller side. So I'm just gonna take it from the top of my brow down to the tip here. And then I'm just drawing that line, and I'm gonna smooth that out in a second. Alright, now I'm just going in with the other side, and I'm just buffing that out lightly. So you don't want to press too hard because then the shadow is just gonna get really muddy. You just want to really lightly blend it out. And I always like to drag my nose contour into my inner lid here. I feel like it just makes things more cohesive and gives it more of like a gradual effect. Now I go right underneath here just to shorten the nose a little bit. Now you guys don't need to do a nose contour for a quick makeup. It just depends on whether it's something that is important to you or not. For me, it's a step that I like never forget. I really don't like even walking out of the house without it. I don't have like a crazy stigma about my nose. I just like the way that the contour looks. I mean, I definitely don't love my nose, but I like the way that it looks when you contour it. It just looks like so like, you know, it can look really cute and kind of like buttony, you know? Like the way that I would want it to look, but I would be too nervous to get surgery. I think I've said that before. Because then what if you like hate it more, you know? Now I'm just going in with my Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in shade 120. And I'm just gonna go over that nose contour just to lighten it up a little bit. And this might not look like it takes 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm telling you, this is like my tried and true. And the faster, not the faster you do it, the more you do it, the faster you get at it. So I have it down to about 5 minutes when I'm not like explaining what I'm doing, you know? But I remember when I was doing the 31 days of Halloween, so I would say probably about 90% of those looks were done right before I had to be into work. So I would look at the clock and see that I would have like a half hour to be there by. So I would need to hurry up, take my pictures, film like my little outro, and then wash it off as best as I could. And these were, the 100 days of makeup led into, oh, you know what, that was just more of the summertime, but the 31 days of Halloween was still October when it was still hot out. And for work, sometimes we have to do events that are outside, and if I did a look where the paint like stained me and I couldn't get it off in time, I would have to wear like turtlenecks to work, and it would be just freaking boiling. It would be like 85 and I would be in this like turtleneck. People would be like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, so going back to the makeup look, this is what I did like almost every single day. I had like 5 to 10 minutes to just run and throw on makeup. I've never put on foundation faster in my life than that that 31 Days of Halloween. That was insane. Alright, so now I'm gonna get started on my brows, and the one that I just picked up last week, which I've been loving, is by IT Cosmetics, and this is the Brow Power Super Skinny. And this is in the shade Universal Medium Brown. This is what this guy looks like. So it has a spoolie on the one side, and then it's a really skinny tip to it. I'm just gonna comb my hairs up. Before I found this one, I was using a bunch of the CoverGirl ones. It kind of got me hooked on it once they sent me that package, and I was just going through all of the colors, and I had to keep going out and buying more. They would only last me like a week, and I had to keep repurchasing them. I was going through so many of them. So this one was about $24, which is a little expensive for a brow pencil, but I rolled it up and saw how much product is in there, and also when you're actually using it, it doesn't really go down, if that makes sense. Like it uses almost the least amount of the product, but gives you pretty good coverage. Whereas the other ones that I was using, the CoverGirl one, I tried one by Maybelline that was kind of like the same deal. They were the thin pencils, they're just like these, the roll-ups. But they were like $8 or $9. I think one was actually 10, I don't know, something like that, 9 or 10. And they would only last me about a week, and you would see it go down really quick. Like I would use it up in like, it felt like I would only use it like 3 times. Ridiculous. I can't even talk actually. I'm so upset about it. So I mean, 24 is expensive, but when you think about it, I was buying one like every single week. With these ultra thin pencils, it just allows me to do my really messy look, but look put together. Like it looks like you tried, but you really didn't. Alright, now I'm just gonna grab a Q-tip. Do you guys say Q-tip or Cube-tip? I don't know where I got Cube-tip from. Maybe it's just easier to say, and that's why I've always said it that way. But I'm just grabbing one and I'm cleaning up underneath and then a little bit up top. Now up top you just want to go really lightly if you're gonna do it. A lot of people use concealer to carve out their brows, but I like the messy look. I don't like it looking super defined. So I'm a weirdo. This is what I do. Alright, and I'm gonna go back in with that JadeyWadey brush, the fluffy side, and I'm just gonna go underneath of my eyes here, just to give it a little bit of depth. Make you look a little more alive. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with a lash curler to curl my lashes. This one is like 100 years old, so I don't recommend this one. This is like Ardell or something. Do you guys prefer the like chit chat tutorials, or do you prefer more of like the voiceovers? I haven't done a voiceover for makeup yet. I just know personally I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't watch them often. I like someone talking to me while they're doing their makeup. I don't know. But I think it's just like a preference thing too, because I think a lot of people like the voiceovers. So let me know what you prefer most. I think I would probably have more direction if I do the voiceovers, because then I'm actually paying attention to having to explain something a little further. Because I always think I'm doing like a decent job, and then I listen to it later and I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know why anyone watches me at all. Granted, you guys aren't here for the beauty videos anyway for the most part. These are just kind of filler, so I don't go insane. But I actually really like doing makeup. I'm just not great at explaining it. I wonder if everyone is like that starting out. Because I don't script these at all, and I think that a lot of people probably do. You know, I wonder if that's a thing. At least until you know what you're talking about enough that it just comes natural to be able to explain it. Alright, now I'm gonna seal my eyebrows with, this is just a model in a bottle bottle. I just refilled this one with hairspray because it works exactly the same. I use like we use, what is it, John Frieda, like the Super Hold spray. It's actually really good for your brows. I have really hard eyebrows to tame for some reason. They're not like coarse hairs, but it's just hard to get them to stay in the shape that you want all day long. And model in a bottle works really well, but it's pretty hard to find now. Like, I usually get it on Amazon, but then they're out of it, and if they don't have Prime, I just don't even have the patience for it anymore. So I just refill it with hairspray. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with my Pure Sculptor palette. I'm gonna use Inventor. That's this top guy here. And this is just a Sigma small contour brush. And I'm just gonna go on the apples of my cheeks just to bronze it up a little bit. I feel like having your skin look really bronzy and glowy is the best way to go when you're going really minimal on makeup, because it just makes you look more put together in like a short amount of time, like 0 to no effort. I'm actually going to use the lighter highlighting shade, which is in Originator. That is top guy here. Just going to put that right on the highest point of my cheekbone here. Then I'm going to go in with a small angle brush, and this is by Luxie. This is the 215 brush. I'm just going to get my nose contour going. Or nose highlight, nose contour. This, I just feel like, really does finish off the nose contour. This is the Carly Bible technique. This is the exclamation point. And you can even hit your brow bone here just to give you a little bit extra pop. And this will make it look like you cleaned it up with concealer. Now I'm just going to clean that foundation off my lips. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite lip gloss, and this one is by Buxom. So this is in the shade Pink Champagne. So this is their full-on lip cream. So this is the plumping formula. I wouldn't say that it plumps them super crazy or anything like that. It just, I really like the color, and it gives you that like tingly, feels like it's doing something, you know? But if you like a nice icy baby pink, this is like perfect. All right, now I'm just gonna go straighten my hair real quick and I'll be back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I feel like this is probably an everyday makeup for most people, but like I told you guys before, a full face is pretty much my everyday. I've been doing it since like 5th grade, so it's kind of how I almost define myself a little bit, which is probably extremely unhealthy. But I hope that you guys like this look. It was pretty quick. Honestly, it takes me about 5 minutes probably total. Yeah, so it's just a quick, easy makeup tutorial. But somebody complimented me on this makeup look the other day, and I was like, what makeup? You know? But also I was like, oh, maybe I should do a video on that. But yeah, I don't know. So I hope you guys liked it. But let me know if you guys want to see like a voiceover version of a Get Ready With Me instead of like a talk through. Because I don't know how well I am at talk throughs. I feel like I'm not good at planning, so I don't really have a script ready at all, ever. And I'm also really bad at explaining things. Did I already just say that? I'm also bad at remembering things. But yeah, so I mean, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you guys like this video. Let me know what you want to see next. I think I'm gonna have a cartoon tutorial for you guys on Thursday. So yeah, so my goal is to do every other. I don't know if you guys caught on to that. So I do like a makeup look and then I'll do a cartoon, and yeah. So that's all for me. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the mascara that I used was by Butter London. This is the Double Decker mascara, or Double Decker lashes, sorry. So this guy looks like... I didn't point that out when I was using it, but yeah, this is Double Decker mascara by Butter London. I already said that. Okay. All right. Bye.